Okay, this is lesson 3.1, slope of a line. If you could, please do your warm-ups. Pause the video if you have to. Do your warm-ups, and then hit play to see how you did on your warm-ups, because I'm going to go ahead and do both of them. Okay. There we go. Okay, the first thing we need to do, we make a line at the equal sign. I am going to go over this rather quickly, so if you need help, please come in. Negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7x. We combine like terms. 5 minus 5x. Then I like to move the smallest number with a letter, so I'm going to add 7x to both sides. That's going to give me 2x over here. I'm going to subtract 5, get negative 6. I'm going to get negative 3 equals x. Over here, I'm solving for y. So that gives me 3y equals negative 6x plus 9. I have to move the 6x to the other side. And it has to go first. Then I divide everything by 3. Y equals negative 2x plus 3. Okay. This slope right here is positive. This is a horizontal line. Horizontal lines have a zero slope. This is a flat floor, zero slope. This is an undefined vertical line. Okay, so this is horizontal. This is vertical. This is like your floor. This is like a wall. Okay. Okay, this has a negative slope. Now, how do I know the difference between positive and negative slopes? Well, you read them from left to right. As you read this from left to right, it goes up. Okay? As I read this from left to right, it goes down. Positive, negative. Again, vertical, undefined. This is negative. All right. Okay, rise over run. If you're given 2 points or have a data table, you can find the slope with the slope formula. It's rise. It rises up or down. Up is a positive number on top. Down is a negative number on top. Now, it runs right and left. If it runs right, that's positive. If it runs left, that's negative. It's the change in y. That's why we go up or down over the change in x. Here is your formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's see what this means. So I'm given 2 points, and I got to find the slope. Well, this is my x and my y, and my x and my y. Remember, in an ordered pair, this is an ordered pair, x always comes first. Well, this is x1 because it's your first x. This will be x2. This is y1. This will be y2. So now, the important step here is this. You have to go bump, bump, minus bump, bump, over bump, bump, minus bump, bump. Why do I do this? Because when you have a y1 or an x1 that's negative, that becomes positive. We're going to see that when we do number 8. So now I just fill in the numbers. Y2 is y2 is 8. It goes right here. See, y2. Y1 is 2. It goes right here. X2 is 3. X1 is 5. So now all I do is go 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Please use your calculators for this. Now, 6 over negative 2 reduces. That reduces to negative 3. So my answer here is m equals negative 3 or negative 3 over 1. And I say m equals because I'm identifying it as the slope. Okay, let's look at number 5. Same thing, x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I have to go bump, bump, minus bump, bump, over bump, bump, minus bump, bump. Now, here's where you run into the problem if you don't do the empty parentheses. You guys, y2 is -4, so I put -4 here. Y1 is -3. Now, if you do this without the parentheses, you have a habit of doing, oh, -4 minus 3 over 5 minus 8, and then you end up with -7 over -3, and then you think m equals 7 over 3. That's not right, because it's negative. It's minus 3, which turns my 3 into a positive. So this is actually -4 plus -3, which equals -1. Then I have my 5 and my 8 here. Now this is still -3, but m equals +1 over 3. That's why you want to do the empty parentheses, okay? Now, if you don't do it, I'm not going to mark it wrong unless you get the wrong answer. Okay, what is this? Mn minus W or NWZ. Well, this is still x1, y1, x2, y2. So I do go dun, dun, minus dun, dun, over mount, mount, minus mount, mount. And then I put y2 here, which is z, y1 here, which is n, x2 here, which is w, x1 here, which is m. That's my answer. Z minus n over w minus m. That's my answer. That's all I got. I'm done. It's very easy. Don't make it harder than it is. Okay, guess what? It's the same thing. x1, y1, x2, y2. This is x1 because it's the first x. Now, this is x3 and y3, but I don't need those. So now I put it into the formula and I solve. Bump, bump, minus bump, bump. I forgot my negative sign. Bump, bump, minus bump, bump, over bump, bump, minus bump, bump. Y2 is -2. Y1 is 2. X2 is 1. X1 is 0. So this equals -4 over 1. Or m equals -4. Either one is fine. Please remember to put the m equals. Okay, now we're going to find this without having to do any kind of math at all. We're just going to count. Remember, rise is up or down. Run is right or left. So I'm going to put m equals, and I'm going to count from one dot to the next. I go up 1, 2, 3. So my top number is 3. My bottom number is 1, 2. So it's 3 over 2. Now, this is the last step, and it's important. From left to right, is this a positive slope or a negative slope? It is a positive slope, so I leave it 3 over 2. Let's look at number 12. Same thing. M equals, we're going to go down 1. So I put a 1 on top. And then we run 2. So I put 2 on bottom. However, this is a negative slope. See? Dude's walking down. This is a positive slope. Dude's walking up. So I have to make this negative. Yes, I went down, which is negative, but if you just look at the line, you'll see whether it's positive or negative. Find the slope of each equation. Y equals mx plus b. So, my slope is right here. My b, my y-intercept, is right here. So my slope for this one equals -2. It's the number next to the x. It is not the x. Now over here, I don't have my y isolated. So I have to move my x over here, and it goes in front of the 6. -3y equals -2x plus 6. When you move something to the other side, it becomes the opposite sign. Now I divide everything by -3. These become 1. Y equals 2 over 3x minus 2. So my slope here, my slope equals 2 over 3, not 2 over 3x. Okay. That's it for 3.1. If you have any questions, please come in. Love ya. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.